Your first home is not your forever home. And if you're house hunting like it is, that is exactly how you end up overwhelmed, overspending, and stuck waiting on the perfect house that never shows up. So today we're talking about your home buying non-negotiables, the handful of things that you actually need in a first home versus everything else that's just a want. Here's the thing we mentioned before, but you really need to let it sink in before you start home buying. Your first house is a starter home, not a forever home. And once that settles in, that is good news. That means you do not have to find a home that checks every box for the next 30 years. You just have to find the one that works for your life and your budget right now. So once you have made peace with that, the next step is to figure out your non-negotiables. And I would pick 3 to 5 and no more than that. So a non-negotiable is something that the house has to have. A want is something that you would love to have, but you could live without for a while. Here's where people get tripped up. They mix up a want with a need, and then they walk away from a genuinely good house over something that was never actually a requirement in the first place. And if that sounds like you, don't feel bad about it. Almost every first-time home buyer does this at least once. And that is exactly why we are laying it out now before you start touring homes. So let's walk through a few real examples because this is where the difference actually clicks. A pool is a want. Yes, it's fun, but the upkeep costs a lot. And that is a cost you do not need to take on when you are buying a starter home. A safe neighborhood is a need and one worth doing real homework on. Look up crime rates and school ratings before you fall in love with the house. And check whether the area's home values and local businesses are trending up or down too, because that affects your resale value down the road. And resale value matters more than most first-time home buyers think it will. Granite countertops are a want. Yes, they look nice, but laminate will get dinner on the table just fine. A reasonable commute to work is a need because that is time out of your day, every single day for as long as you live there. An extra bedroom is usually a want, especially if you don't have a concrete plan for what goes in it yet. A home that fits your budget is a need. And honestly, it's one people overlook the most. Keep it simple. Your total housing payment should stay at or below 25% of your take-home pay. Go above that line and you land in what is called house poor. The house is technically yours, but almost every dollar you make is going straight to your mortgage payment with nothing left over for savings or anything else. A 2 or 3 car garage is a want. It is nice to have the extra space for storage or projects, but a 1-car garage or even street parking for a season is not going to hold you back on living your best life. No major structural issues, meaning the roof, the foundation, the HVAC system is a need. Those are the repairs that turn a dream home into a money pit fast. A finished basement or a bonus room is a want. And if you're planning on having kids, a good school district is a need. One more thing is that finding the right house takes real time, and that is okay. You will probably tour more houses than you expect to, and you might put in more than one offer before something actually sticks. That is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. That is just what the process looks like for almost everybody. And here's a smart move while you're shopping. Aim for the lower end of your neighborhood's price range instead of stretching for the top. That gives you room to build equity, and it sets you up to move into something bigger down the road once your life calls for it. So here's the bottom line on your home buying non-negotiables. Figure out your 3 to 5 must-haves. Let everything else be a want that you're willing to flex on. And hold the line at 25% of your take-home pay for your housing payment, no matter how good a house looks on paper. Do that, and you walk into your first home clear-eyed instead of chasing a forever home you are not even ready to buy yet. And when the time actually comes to move up to that house, you will have the equity, the experience to do it right.